So, let me say it again, Cam. I may be a superhero, but I'm also just a man who fell in love with the wrong woman. And I am very excited for everyone to meet the real me.
There's something wrong with Homelander. Something broken. He's lost his fucking mind.
Love, mommy, daddy, and Abu.
But real power isn't this. It's the ability to bend the world to your will.
I think I have something. Maybe we can use it to blow Homelander's fucking brains out.
What's this?
Makes you a soup for 24 hours. You're gonna need it.
No one should have that kind of power.
For once, I'll level the fucking playing field.
I show people the real me. I mean, they fucking love it.
One thing I liked about this season, it's almost like with all the characters, it's almost like there's something that's challenging them. And that's always nice to see.
So when it comes to Butcher, I just feel like him knowing that he has like maximum 18 months to live, for him it's just freedom to be more reckless, don't give a shit some more, and just keep living the life at the high speed that he's been on.
With the whole he's gonna die now, he's got like a couple of months left to live, I don't think that's gonna change the story that much, because Butcher's risking his life every day, and like I think 18 months for him, it might as well be 20 years. Like, this man doesn't have long to live anyway, so I don't think it's gonna change the narrative.
We need that right now, when you can see that Homelander is also going to be on I don't give a damn, everybody loves me regardless of what I do. So we need somebody to also up that level of don't give a shit in order to be able to compete or fight Homelander, even like mentally be there on I don't give a shit level.
Maybe him having this fixed timeline could also be a redemption arc for him, that when he knows he's about to die, he can sort of like lower that guard, be human, and sort of like say, that he cares for people, instead of always having that mantle of, I'm masculine, I'm the boss, and I always know what's right, which isn't always the best thing in certain instances.
I think the only time he will lower his guard and say, I'm wrong, I apologize, is like 5 minutes before he takes his breath. On his deathbed.
It was pretty interesting, because in a lot of what we're seeing doing, it's almost like he's doing what's best for sort of like his team.
What'd you do? I know you're never gonna forgive me, but you left me no choice.
And it's almost like he's inconsistent in that, because with Huey, it's almost like he sort of like lets him take the drug.
3 to 5 doses kills you. You need to tell Huey.
So it's almost like he is in a confliction of character moving back and forth. And
yeah, he definitely needs to at some point, because as much as at the end, what was his name? Ryan, the kid, picked Homelander instead of Butcher. In one way, you could argue that Butcher almost pushed that boy into Homelander's arms, because Homelander was willing to accept the boy, warts and all. Like, Homelander last season was so disappointed in this kid. He pushed him off the roof. He couldn't fly. This boy was this little pansy. But as much as he's disappointed in the boy, as much as the boy killed his mother, Homelander's like, nah, but I'll still be here for you. Like, I'm your dad. Like,
that's why I'm always gonna love you. No matter what happens, no matter what you do, I'm not going anywhere. I will always be here.
And then Butcher is busy trying to push the boy away to keep him safe, saying, I don't care about you, you killed the woman I love, whatever. And the unintentional consequence of that is that the boy is now Homelander's sidekick, essentially. So I think at some point Butcher needs to get that kid back. And the only way he's going to do that is by showing some sort of vulnerability. So in that one sense, Homeland is almost more human than Butcher when it comes to talking to the kid. So he needs to fix that at some point, or else that kid is going to become a little evil Superman or something.
I totally get what you're saying, because it's pretty interesting that it's almost like, in terms of the general archetypes, Butcher is the hero, sort of like anti-hero, and then Homeland is the villain. But when it comes to the kid, it's almost like it's roles reversed, right? Because Butcher is struggling with the fact that obviously the kid had a hand in, the person she loved dying, and we see a little bit more of the history of Butcher in terms of how, things went with his brother, and we're seeing the similar thing happening with Huey, and potentially a similar thing happening with the kid.
Because anyone who's ever loved you, you end up getting them killed, don't you? Me, Becca, now Huey. The last person in God's green earth trying to stop you from being a monster, and what do? Drag him down to your level.
Where is, the story going to be heading in that direction? Could Butcher be the new biggest villain that they have to actually defeat? Who knows, Yeah, I mean, a good series is one that keeps us questioning not just about one character, but it's almost all of them. Like, we don't know what path they're going to go, and, only time will tell.
Yeah. Imagine Butcher with Homelander's powers. Yo, they'll be best friends. Two assholes in a bar.